Welcome back to Pump the Brakes. On this episode, we are at Willow Springs International Raceway in Rosamond, California. It is hot as balls out here today.
93! Relax.
And it's October, which that does not compute for my Canadian brain. We are at the Speedway at Willow Springs, which is this little figure 8 track all the way in the back corner here. I imagine that it's typically just a redneck fun fest out here. But today we are at Motion Picture Driving Clinic and International Stunt Association putting on called Burnouts BBQs. It's the 3rd annual, my first time here, Adrian's first time here. And it's a charity event where we race on the track out here in their school cars and try to do specific stunts without penalties, not hitting cones. Kind of like autocross, but a little more spicy. And all the money is going to the Trevor Habberstad Foundation, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Flashback.
Welcome back, everybody. This time on the channel is a bit different because we are down in the California desert. This is the sprawling metropolis of Lancaster. Right now, I am driving a V6 Challenger.
V6 power.
We're heading to the racetrack. We are going to, well, actually, no, not we. Adrian's going to hang out in a hotel room for 3 days. I am going to Willow Springs Raceway. Badass old racetrack. That's where they filmed a lot of Ford versus Ferrari. Here I am doing Motion Picture Driving Clinic's Level 2 Super Stunt. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I have done Level 1 already, which is what qualified me to do Level 2. It was a ton of fun, and now I'm going back for Level 2. So that's the next 3 days. We'll try to bring you along. We'll see what we can show you. And then back again on Saturday because it's Burnouts and BBQs, which is like a charity event, kind of a stunt hustle. There's going to be a lot of stunt drivers here, a lot of stunt coordinators, and it's just going to be a fun time meeting all the people in the industry. Hey, look, that's Willow Springs up there, and you go all the way to the right. So Streets of Willow is the smaller track on the right hill there, and the main track's the one on the left there. That's the one they use in Ford versus Ferrari. And then all the way to the right, where you can't really see anything, but there's some cars back there and a building, that's the track we're going to. Willow Springs. There's no willows that I can see. Point of historical interest. This thing's for sale. Bet it's affordable.
Maybe that place is for sale too.
Oh yeah, could live there.
God, this thing sounds like shit.
This thing sounds like shit. So this is Willow Springs. Right here is the pits, I believe, of the main racetrack. Super fucking cool. Look, fuel on site, 101 octane rate on site. My favorite part of this racetrack is that it hasn't changed. I'm sure it has if you've been coming here, but like I doubt they had to do much. They probably had to make it look better for Ford versus Ferrari. Like, let's put some paint on it so it doesn't look like it's 100 years old. So this is Walt James Stadium. It's an oval track. We actually did some training on this last time for driving in traffic, like doing like a police chase scene. So we had to like swerve in and out of each other while we were doing laps of the oval. That was fun. They call it the Speedway. I'm honestly a little nervous, which is kind of stupid because like it's meant for people to learn, right? It's gonna be fun. This is so much fun to slide a car around. That was what you've got to remember is that after everything's said and done, I just get moving in a car for 6 hours, 7 hours a day.
Meet people.
Yeah, I know. Fuck all that shit. I gotta fucking drive a car like a dipshit for 8 hours without getting in trouble. All right, Motion Picture Driving Clinic, Level 2, Day 2. Yesterday we did some cool shit. Started out with like some basic stuff like high speed slides to a mark. Then we did 90s to a mark, and then we did like a different kind of 90, which was actually way fucking harder. And I think it was just a matter of my brain slowing it down and figuring it out. But it was like rather than sliding to a 90, it was like scrub speed, then 90 to a mark. So that was cool. I'd like to get better at that. Then we did 180s into a box, which is like parallel parking steroids. So that was cool. That's probably my favorite thing so far. I'd like to get better and better at that. So day 2, I don't know what we're doing today. I'm hoping we do the super tight 180s. That's about it. That I don't know how to do yet. But I mean, like, obviously everything takes practice to get good at. But so then it's burnouts and barbecues on Saturday. No, I still have tomorrow too, don't I? Day 3. So there's still 2 more days. I think tomorrow's like everything again from the first 2 days. But we'll see.
We're not allowed to video.
We're not allowed to video. Thought I should also mention, it is fucking hot out here. The forecast says 40 degrees Celsius. That's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Yesterday, my Crown Vic's dash said it was 116 degrees Fahrenheit out. It's too hot for a stupid Canadian boy, especially in October.
Meanwhile, in Canada.
Nobody told California it's October. I think I drank like a dozen bottles of water in like 6 hours. Milani was freaking laughing at me when she saw the pile of empty bottles. Yeah, it was, it looked like an addict had been in there.
End of flashback.
So the idea today is the contestants, you have to have gone to the driving school, which I have twice now, and the goal is to complete the track as fast as possible without penalties. Penalties are just time penalties, so they just come off your time. But there's DNS. If you don't complete the course properly or you don't end up in the box at the end, and that's where the precision driving comes in, is that you have to come to a stop in the box, 180 or a 90-degree turn into the box. You get 3 runs, and the best time takes home the big prize. The big prize is bragging rights.
All right, we're still looking for a best time. Our best time was Chris Christensen's at 29.6. Let's see what you got, Shelby. Course is clear. Timers are already. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we're clearing through the first obstacle. I'll tell you what, kids. I'll tell you what, Ryan Stars and Ross Sharp are catching that one cone. Oh, yeah. You people are in trouble. I think you can slow it down. You call that in the box? Chris?
The idea behind all of this is obviously we love movies and we want to get involved in that, but as a business standpoint, Jeklefab builds cars. We have seen the movie industry and the TV industry growing in the Okanagan a bunch. The goal is that we want to be on the forefront of the movie cars and TV cars in the Okanagan. So the idea is to meet people, get some experience, and kind of understand how the whole system works, and that is why Jeklefab is here in California today. So why don't we go check it out, and I'll get my runs in.
2, 1, go. Nice and clean, nice and clean.
Oh my God! She knocked over Colleen.
She did. It's coming hot though.
The final members of Group A, when a car clears and there's no one in that car, go ahead and get in. Remaining members of Group A, Jerrod behind the wheel. First is cleared, timers are ready. Here we go, Jerrod. In 3, 2, 1, go. Jerrod.
Yes!
Nice and clean, man. Nice and clean so far.
Did it!
No cons on that 180. Little hot on that 1, still clear. No penalties.
Come on, get that 90. Oh, fuck!
Alright, he's about to put a blue cone down. Alright, Hannah. Jerrod. Alright, buddy. You ready to show us what's what? Course is clear. Timers are ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. Today is Jerrod. Jerrod, thank you. On behalf of the Trevor Habberstad Foundation, thank you. 3, 2, 1, go. Keeping that first 180 under control, man. So that's a lot of approach and speed and that one. Okay, moving. Very nice, bring it home. See it. That has see it. He is.
We have what's happening here, like with the other stuff. Track. Nice baby blue right there, that GT3 RS. Oh, there's another one coming in. Pretty tame here today. So that's a wrap on the motion picture driving clinics, burnouts and barbecues. I had my 3 runs. It was kind of a bit of getting used to because when we train in the cars, they have bulb tires, shitty tires, they're discards, right? And they don't have a lot of traction, so it's greasy, it slides, it's easy to whip around. For this event, they put brand new tires on it, and they are grippy. Like they were a completely different ball game. So everything had to be done with more energy, more speed, and you really had to go for that lockup early. So it was different. I DNF'd my first run. I did a really good time for the crowd, for the grouping at the time on the second run, and then my third one I DNF'd. All the DNFs that I got today were because if you don't land perfectly in the box at the end, then it's a DNF. And I came in too spicy and took out the cones. Because it's for charity, they let me buy 2 more runs. I did 2 more pass on the track, and over the course of the day, I'm not sure if the track got rubber on it or if the tires got balded or everybody was getting more aggressive, but the track got fast. Like, I was in like 10th or 11th place by this point, so we were up in like 29 seconds. I was at 31. Oh, there's a bonus if you finish with a 180, so I figured I have to do the 180 if I want to qualify, and I went for the 180 on both of my bonus runs. My second bonus run was perfectly clean, and I DNF'd. I was 3 inches outside of the box at the end with a 180. I did such good 180s. They were fucking fun. But that's the way it goes. I didn't place in any aspect. Could have been a 0, could have been a hero, and you know which one I picked. You get a 30-second penalty for every cone you displace. So I think my best time, actually 31.52 or 53, something like that. I think it was actually with a 1 penalty too. So that is actually a 31.03 time, which was actually a pretty respectable time. But Adrian videoed my best run of the day, the one with the fucking clean 180 at the end. Their timing is obviously going to be a little different than what we did on the phone, but I still think that would have been a fucking run. Really sad that I didn't get that 180. I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to Motion Picture Driving Clinic for existing and putting on this wicked event. ISA Stunts was part of that also. There was all sorts of cool people there. I got to meet so many rad stunt performers, stunt coordinators, and just rad people in general. I did meet a guy who builds these cars, these stunt cars, for a living out in Atlanta. So I got his information so I could talk to him about that kind of stuff. That was freaking rad. That's exactly what I was hoping for. And obviously, thank you to the Trevor Habberstad Foundation for all you guys are doing. That was ridiculously hot out there. You guys were standing in there, sitting in the sun, organizing everything, and all for a good cause. So thanks to you guys also. Adrian and I would like to thank you for tuning into this episode of Pump the Brakes. It's completely different than what we normally do because we left the country. We spent the 4 days total at Willow Springs with the driving clinic, and we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Luckily, it won't be 116 degrees when you're enjoying it. So thanks for checking us out. Like, share, subscribe, you know the routine. I keep having to ask you guys to do it because when you do, it helps us grow the channel, and that's what we're hoping to do right now. That's all I gotta say. Bye.